guys, it's Mel. I am back with sort of a part 2 of my initial Happy Hippy Scents order. Here it is. Happy Hippy Scents. It says piece of wax there. And this is the 24-pack I received for the Hunger Games sampler. So it was 24 grubby tarts for $24. So that's $1 a grubby tart for an ounce of wax, or $1 per ounce of wax, which is a very good deal. And then look, the Mockingjay pin was included in there. It's silver instead of gold, but like it's like a little pendant or something. That's very cute. So that was an unexpected surprise I just loved. So let me go ahead and get into it. I don't know. I've seen the first 2 movies. I think the 3rd movie's out or was going to go out. And then they split the 3rd book into 2 movies, I think just to make extra money, which is ridiculous because there wasn't really that much in the 3rd book to warrant 2 movies, but you know, they just want to make money. I love the books. I had actually ordered all 3 because people kept recommending them to me, so I went ahead and ordered all 3 books. They got them on a Friday, started reading them, canceled all of my plans for the weekend, and read all 3 books that weekend. I love them, so I'm kind of a geek when it comes that way. So I have all the scent descriptions here. Let's get into it. So this first one is in PETA, and her descriptions are really good, so I'm going to try to read this as much as possible. Speaks as naturally as Katniss hunts, but his skill isn't called for in the arena like hers is. Beautiful voicing, scents of Fruity Loops, pink chiffon with sugar cookies. And that's good. It is very strong. I mean, you get the Fruit Loops definitely, but you also get a higher note sweetness from the sugar cookies and the pink chiffon. Alright, next is Portia. She was a stylist along with Cinna. Katniss was distraught about how she got a bad training score for shooting the apple. The Gamemakers' Pig's Mouth. Portia reassured that the scores only matter when they are high. This has scents of mac apple and gentle nutmeg. And I do love her descriptions, but honestly, they're so long, I'm probably not going to keep reading them. Look at that. Here we go. And I was already getting the mac apple before I sniffed it. So this is very light on the nutmeg. It is mostly apple, and that's a very good scent. Alright, next is Effie. This is Pink Sugar, Blonde Moment, and Red Berries. I'm not too familiar with Blonde Moment. I know I've had it from another vendor before. It does have a very good berry smell, so that's yummy. I wasn't sure I would like that one, but... Gale. Let's see, friendship bread, cream cheese frosting, and a small note of sandalwood. So I get the I get the breadiness and I get the cream cheese, but I do get the sandalwood note. It is not all that light on the sandalwood. I'll be curious when I melt this, how it throws, because I'm not huge on sandalwood. It's not bad though. Cinna. This is light note of cinnamon, of course, covered with Twinkies and buttercream. I know who's gonna like that. My fiance's actually sweeping the floor. He's a good fiance. So that is pretty light on the cinnamon, which is good. I like it too. We're gonna have to fight to the death on that one, honey. We're gonna have a Hunger Games match. I think he's trying to come up with something witty. He's just shaking his head now. Alright, this is Clove. So this is strawberries and green clover. So I get the green clover first, actually. Followed very shortly thereafter by the strawberry. That's not too bad. I've only had green clover from one other vendor. I think it was green clover and aloe, I want to say. And it was interesting. So I'll be curious about this one. Alright, hey Mitch. Coffee, friendship bread, and a hint of blackberry pie. I think I'm going to like this one. So I get the blackberry. I get a kind of a cinnamony note. I'm not getting much coffee from that. but how it smells on cold is not necessarily how it'll smell on warm. And sorry, that is just not really focusing. There we go. So kind of interesting. This one is Cesar. He's the host, of course. This is Blue Sugar and Fresh Rain. So I haven't smelled Blue Sugar that I recall. I get mostly the Fresh Rain in this one, and it's not bad. It's not overly heavy. It's not, I always think of the rain and the clean scents having this light perfume note, and it doesn't. It's pretty light. Mostly on that rain, just the freshness. Okay, Rue. This is yellow dandelions, fresh greens, and a hint of low spill. It's definitely a floral blend and slight perfumey. It's not really right for my nose, but it's a very strong throw on cold. So if you like that fresh grass and dandelions, this might be right up your alley. Okay, the Capital. What did I do with the Capital? So this is clean cotton and lavender. That might be really interesting. Pretty color there, pretty lavender color. So I get the cotton first. And a very light touch of herbal lavender, not too strong. I mean, well, it's not too strong on the herbal lavender. I get the cotton, that's the strongest, and overall, the throw is very strong. So, Peacekeeper, which is, where is this description? Okay, Peacekeepers. Apparently, I never put it in alphabetical order, which is weird. Tahitian vanilla and a very light patchouli. Ooh, I'm not a big patchouli person. Actually, this one's not bad. I don't even know how to describe it. I smell mostly the patchouli. At least that's what I'm recognizing most instead of the Tahitian vanilla, which I know tends to have a little bit of a musky smell. But this isn't bad. It actually reminds me of some of my friends who do a lot of patchouli incense. I think that's why I just don't like it. I smelled way too much of it when I was younger. The Gamemakers. Blackberry and coconut cream pie. Yummy. Nice blue color. And this is good. You definitely get the coconut cream pie with a touch of blackberry instead of the other way around. It's not overwhelming on the blackberry. That's delicious. All right, about halfway done. This is a long one. President Alma. Pink sugared lime and champagne. So I get the pink sugar right away. And I get a touch of lime. The champagne's just a slight effervescence, but not an alcohol note, which is good. I don't like alcohol notes. So that's all in all pretty good. I like it. Mockingjay. This would be a lot more helpful if I had it in order. Satsuma and vanilla bean Noel with some marshmallows. So that should be pretty strong. And it's not. I mean, the throw's good, but it's definitely sweeter. It's more heavy on the vanilla bean Noel and the marshmallows than the Satsuma. I'll be really curious to melt that and see if that Satsuma, that is just such an overwhelming scent. I'm finding with Happy Hippy Scents, she's very good at blending to make sure that all the notes she wants in the blend stand out without one overpowering another. All right, this one is Foxface. This is Bite Me and Sugar Cookie. You definitely get the Bite Me, but there's a sweetness that's not in the regular Bite Me scent, and I'm assuming that's the Sugar Cookie. That's delicious. Octavia. Serendipity and Rockstar, which is a dupe. I don't know who. So I'm okay with Serendipity. I don't know what this Rockstar is. It's got a perfume note that's just not right for my nose. And again, just to emphasize, if you haven't watched one of my other videos where I talk about this, when I don't like something, it's not that it's not a good wax melt. It is. It has a great smell. It's got a great thrill. It's just the smell is not right for my nose. It's not my preference. So, but it's a good way. These samplers are a good way to try scents I wouldn't otherwise try. Okay, so Katniss. Sugar corn pudding, lavender, vanilla, and berries. And this one's actually a good story. Katniss receives sleeping syrup from their sponsors and tricks Peeta into consuming it by mixing the sleep syrup with berries, telling him it's sugar berries. So that's a good blend. And that's why I wish I had more time, or I knew you guys would stay with me through a half an hour long video. But she really thought about the scents that went into each of these blends based on the stories on the novels. And this is good. It's definitely sweet. It's got a nice sweet lavender, an overall sweetness, and just a light berry note. Nothing too heavy. Straight shooter. I have them mostly in alphabetical order. It's like I just gave up halfway through and stopped doing it, or maybe I like walked away from my computer and never finished. I can't turn the page. All right, straight shooter is vanilla mahogany. So yeah, unfortunately this one's just not for me. I don't even know how to describe it. It's very perfumey. It has like floral perfume notes. There's a slight warmness, and I'm assuming that's from the vanilla. This just isn't right for my nose. May the scent be ever in your favor. This is cotton candy, gummy bears, and orange Mountain Dew. That sounds good. And I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. It's got a nice peachy color. And that's good. It's got a light orange note, but it definitely has that effervescence from the Mountain Dew. She had another one in the main part of my order that was like, it was pink Mountain Dew. That's awesome. That's good. Oops, 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 oops. Okay. District Domination. Sugar cookies, coconut, bananas, and kiwi. So let's see if I'm totally turned off by bananas, because I do not like banana scent. And this is okay. So the banana kind of gives it, I don't know how to describe it. It's not that high note, really uber sweet note of banana. It's kind of got like a rounded smell to it. So it just rounds out the smell and gives it a layer of depth without being too banana-y. But the sweetness is coming from the kiwi. And there's definitely a coconut in there. That is delicious. I like that. Believe it or not, might be one of the first banana scents. I'm like, wow, that's really good. President Snow. Blood orange with just a hint of rose covered with a grass scent. And that's appropriate for President Snow. And yeah, this is rosy and grassy and not for my nose, but it's a very appropriate scent blend for that character. Okay, Primrose. So here's Prim scent, birthday cake, cotton candy, and gummy bears. That is just uber sweet candy-licious. That's yummy. All right, two more left. Catching Fire. Catching Fire is cherry bomb, Earthy Egyptian Dragon. So those two. So I get the cherry, but it's whatever that earthy dragon is. I don't know what it is, but there is definitely an earthy smell to it. The cherry's coming out a little bit more now. I don't know if that was just my finger. This is softer wax. I don't know if that was my fingers warming it up and bringing out that cherry smell. I'll be curious to see how this is on warm. I might like it. My initial thought when I first smelled it was, no, I don't like it. But then as the cherry started coming out more, I'm like, well, the earthiness kind of adds an interesting dimension to the cherry. So I want to try that on warm. And then last but not least, we have Celestia Snow, who I had to look this one up. She is President Snow's granddaughter. This is scents of bubblegum and lollipops. So I get the lollipops. I'm getting a sweetness too. It's not like fruity lollipop, so I'm assuming that's the bubblegum, but I'm not getting like a really strong bubblegum smell. Oh wait, nope, there it is. So I just need to let it warm up a little bit more in my hand and that bubblegum came out. That's good, I like that. So that is that. Hope is the owner of Happy Hippy Scents, and I love these samplers. If you haven't tried a sampler yet, it's just a great way not only to get a good idea of how the vendor's wax is beyond the general scent families you generally lean towards, but also to try some scents you wouldn't normally pick yourselves and to try some really, for this one, some really interesting scent blends, some combinations of scents I would never think to put together. So very cool. I'm really excited about this vendor. I liked both parts of my orders. All right, guys, that is it for me. I'm going to go relax and process some videos and get them on YouTube, and take care of yourselves, and I will be back soon. Bye.